All right, so let's bring in Meredith Mahoney. Go ahead and unmute there, Meredith.
Hi,
How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Can't complain. So first time on the show. I read your press release. I sent it over to Rick. Rick's. I'm more the moderator. Rick's the expert. Rick has been heavily involved in this community now for how many years? 10 years or so.
12, but who's counting?
Who's counting? Yes. So anyway, so we had a few questions for you, but let's start off with introducing what you guys do at Lantern and what makes you different.
Yeah, great. So Lantern is an e-commerce platform that connects the cannabis consumer to licensed dispensaries and basically creates a marketplace for customers to shop local dispensaries product assortments. So if you think about the way that customers are able to shop today online for cannabis for delivery, they can either go to Weed Maps and kind of find what's close to them, or they can go to the dispensary website directly. But the shopping experience that we bring to the consumer is product first. So if they're looking for a certain brand, a certain consumption type, a certain price, the best price or the best reviews, that's where we come in. So that's their shopping experience. And then we also work with the dispensaries on their delivery operations. We are part of Drizzly Group. Drizzly is the biggest alcohol e-commerce and delivery platform in North America. They're not actually operational in Michigan. It's one of the few places in the US that they're not operational. But the same founding team that founded Drizzly in 2013 founded Lantern. So we come to the table with 7 or 8 years worth of great technology, very strong delivery logistics, very strong regulatory relationships. So, we're a group of people that kind of know how to do delivery and e-commerce technology and customer experience really, really well. And our approach to the shopping experience, as I said, is consumer first, product first, really making the bet that customers are looking for some discovery in their shopping experience.
And you have some select markets in Michigan that you're doing delivery to. And if I read your press release right, and correct me if I'm wrong, it's 60-minute delivery times. Is that correct?
Yes. So one of the things that we know about people who get products delivered outside of cannabis, really any product category, is they want it fast. That's why Amazon Prime is so prolific. You want your food delivered quickly, you want your alcohol delivered quickly. And so we are, not all day, every day, but for the peak shopping hours and the peak shopping days, offering on-demand delivery to the Ann Arbor area and the greater Detroit area.
Now
Rick,
you've partnered.
go ahead.
You've partnered here in Michigan with 315. They have shops in those particular areas. I assume you'd like to expand your service once you're partnering with other cannabis retailers that represent outlets in different geographic regions.
Yes, that's correct. So as I described, our commitment to the customer and the marketplace scenario that will include multiple dispensary operators and different product assortments. We always, when we launch in a market, we start with one really strong partner, and we kind of define the strength of the partner around: are they excited about the digital part of their business, e-commerce? Are they really interested in servicing their customers with delivery? Are they interested in expanding their consumer base? Because we're also a really strong brand and marketing engine. So we're acquiring customers to share with our dispensary partners. So yes, 315's been a really incredible partner through our launch. We will have more partners on the platform, I'd say probably the beginning of the year, maybe a little bit later, because right now 315's really serving all of the customers in a really great way.
As far as delivery goes, 60 minutes or free? What's the guarantee here? Because that's
No,
exciting to me.
it's not Domino's. It's not Domino's Pizza.
See the disappointment.
Yeah, I know. No, I mean, I think we're aiming for a 60-minute service level to the customer. It's below that, it's above that. We're still within the first few weeks of this launch. So, I think customers by and large have had really very positive feedback for us. And I think it's pretty easy to hit that service level as long as, we're operating well, and we are so far. So knock on wood, but yeah, we can usually meet that SLA.
How is an online service like yourself enhancing the customer experience? Are you using interactive videos, 3D photography? In what way are you, exceeding the industry standard for interactivity online?
Well, I would say probably controversial. The industry standard is very low, and I think it's not servicing the customer at all right now. You really honestly have to know what you're looking for. You have to kind of have used it before, know what the effect it has on you. There's very little product information. So that's where I believe we have a better customer experience today, and will have a much, much better customer experience as we continue to build out our features. So product testing, THC and other cannabinoid levels, terpene levels, enhanced product descriptions. We have, reviews that are customer reviews that are very embedded on site. What other users can have reported as far as effects go on each of the products that they're selecting. We have a discovery tool on site. So if you don't even know where to start, it walks you through your shopping experience, and then surfaces product that we think you might enjoy trying. So for us, really what we're trying to capture is that bud tender experience, because we know how powerful that can be when you go into a dispensary and have a one-on-one conversation with a very knowledgeable bud tender. So our aim is to really bring that online and make that connection with the customer, so they feel really confident in what they're buying and excited about it, frankly.
What's your delivery radius from those retail loci? You're saying greater Detroit area, but that's a pretty big zone.
Yeah, so actually one of the most exciting things about what we've launched in the last few weeks is that we're the only operator in the state to be offering dynamic delivery. So we're actually delivering adult use product to Detroit customers out of Ann Arbor. And the way we're able to do this is because we're a technology company, and we built logistics technology that basically takes advantage of the new rules that the MRA put out over the summer, that allows for a vehicle to leave a dispensary with one order in it, but also up to $3,000 worth of product that can then take orders as the vehicle's out on the road. So the way that we're able to service the city of Detroit, as well as do that in 60 minutes, is that we can take orders for the product in the vehicle while we're out on the road. And so this is, I think, really another differentiator for us. It's really, really hard from a software perspective to build that, didn't do it well. And that's kind of the advantage of being a company that is really deep on technology, is we were able to build that over a couple months.
Yeah.
So where are you guys based at? I don't think you're Michigan based, are you, or not?
No, I'm in Boston.
Okay.
We're Boston based, but we have employees across the country. We're, again, technology startup. We have a lot of remote folks. We're all remote right now. So
yeah, I don't know. And that's
So
not
are
going to
we.
change.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Rick.
I'm just saying, so are we. We're all remote as well. Tis the standard of the day.
Yeah. But we're in Boston, but we, looked at the places that we could operate, and, there's a handful, and we were most excited about Michigan. And really that was a very specific choice to start there. So we're just very, very excited to be part of the community there. And we've gotten a really warm welcome over the last couple months.
Well, stroke our state-based ego. Tell us why Michigan was so impressive, because you had so many different other options to choose from.
My exact question I was going to ask.
Yeah. I don't know. I think for me, it was like very interesting to be part of a state where the cannabis industry was growing so quickly, and it's very business friendly. And I think sometimes that can sound pejorative. It doesn't mean that the regulations aren't very thoughtful, but there's just, we've just really enjoyed working with the MRA. The people who are regulating the industry that we've met are smart and thoughtful and creative. And like, we wanted to make sure what we were doing was fully in line with their vision of the regulations. And so it was great working with them. I think we were excited just about kind of the reach that we could get with the partners. Here in Massachusetts, we have there are license caps, which is fine. We actually like that model as well. But in Michigan, we were able to work with one partner, get a lot of reach very quickly. And then everybody we've met in Southern Michigan, where where we're focused, has just been, really lovely people to be. I mean, that's not, maybe the most sophisticated thing to say, but it's just great to work with nice people that are excited about the same things you're excited about.
We'll take it. Sophisticated or not. Thank you.
And then what is your background now? How did you get into the cannabis business, or at least in the technology of delivering the cannabis,
Yeah. So I'm newer.
Oh, you're breaking up here.
I've been part of the industry, I guess, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay.
now we got you.
I'm newer. I'm on the newer end. Yeah, newer end. I joined Lantern in January. And prior to that, my career has been in building a number of categories: furniture, beauty, apparel, like you name it, I've kind of done it. And I think what was interesting to me is I've always really enjoyed solving complicated consumer problems and helping kind of launch new parts of different industries. And so all of that is what cannabis is about, right? It's about access, destigmatization, education, helping people understand it, doing it in a way that is discreet for the people that want it to be discreet, but also proud of the industry for people that are excited about it. And navigating all of that as a company is tricky. So I was really interested in trying to build something there. And I also felt pretty strongly that this is an industry that needs to be promoted and brought into the mainstream. And I was excited to be part of that as well.
Okay.
When you look at the prognosis for delivery services in general, we certainly see an impetus towards delivery now during the crisis, where people are less less interested in taking advantage of face-to-face retail opportunities. But when the pandemic subsides, delivery is still anticipated to be a pretty big source of income for the retailers here in Michigan. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes. And I think that even outside of cannabis, consumers have been really conditioned to expect delivery across any product category that they buy, from consumer goods to, like I said, to food, to, you name it, they want it delivered. But that being said, delivery is not just, it won't be enough. Delivery is going to be very prolific. And it's interesting. I made my first trip to the state in January. We went all around southern Michigan, and really delivery was not being advertised anywhere. It was not a focus of the operators. And then, fast forward 3 months later, obviously it needed to be a much bigger focus. And so what we're seeing in Michigan is that there's a lot of competition actually for delivery dollars from the consumer, which makes me very excited about what we're doing at Lantern, because we've always known you can't just be a delivery company. You can't just like sling orders here and there. You need to be more. And so that's where I think we come in, and we can really provide that discovery, education, product experience for the customer. And then, also, by the way, you can have the convenience of delivery. And right now for free, we're, 315 is doing and we are doing free delivery. To me as a consumer, why wouldn't you want that? I think that is just, something that people expect and will keep going on and just grow more and more.
Boy, we should have led with that free delivery. Hey, that is a big deal here in Michigan. We're
doing free delivery, $50 minimum. We have customers who are ordering often, not to the point that we're worried, but people are definitely taking advantage of it. I would say that, there's always that, as I mentioned, that great bud tender in-person experience, but it's probably not something you have time to do in your life as much as you would like to. And so I think this is a great way to get the product that you're looking for really conveniently and with no additional cost.